Hello everyone. Hello my boys, my girls, my otherworldly entities that I cannot even fathom what you look like. First of all, I want to thank everyone for watching my first video, not my first video, but like one of my video where it's a reaction. We reached actually 119 views in a day. That is amazing. Thank you so much, and special thanks to Abba and Preach for uploading their content and me to react to it and to be able to put my opinion in there and react to what is happening with this drama. I'm still figuring out what content I will be making. I probably will be making a gaming channel, but I also want to react to stuff and make other things. You know, I'm not like loyal to a genre of things. But let's not uh, continue on this. You're not here for this. You're here because there's a certain video that came up. Why? I'm I'm afraid to even say his name. Why insert YouTuber's name? Quit YouTube. A full explanation. It's by SunnyV2. I have seen other YouTubers reacting to his channel, and it is wonderful. Um, I personally like it, though I'm not subscribed on this channel. This channel I do for more uh, exploring things that I don't want to be traced back to me. Don't ask what it is. but sorry, English is not my first language. I'm sorry. So I want to figure out why this person left YouTube. I don't know much about this guy. I think I know. I think he was with um I forgot the name of the other YouTuber. Oh my god, what is wrong with my brain? By the way, this is all unscripted, so it's like me doing stuff here. And as you notice, my character is with a uniform. Don't don't ask what uniform is that, cause I don't know either. Let's start.
Nigahiga hasn't uploaded a video since April 2020, so we're gonna.
Holy crap, it's so freaking loud. Let me lower the volume here. No, let's leave the volume where it was. Okay.
Provide a full-length explanation for his disappearance.
I hope that's better. I hope it is. This is turning on like a streaming. Oh my god, what am I doing with my life?
Which can only be understood if you first realize.
Yes, I have seen him. He was in a few rap video, diss tracks. He was with I for, the guy that fought Logan Paul, and his brother fought Jake Paul. Yeah, they were on diss tracks. My personal opinion on putting diss track, I think it's stupid. But like financially and you know like a collab way, it's like a collab and you both get money because people want to see this. It's like I don't want to say the name of the musicians. Um, JC and I forgot her name. They both made a music video, yeah, songs about one person cheating, and this person was explaining why he cheated, and they both got millions. So it's like a pub, public. Oh my god, it's a stunt. Okay.
That the channel included another person by the name of Sean Fujiyoshi. Sean was there for all of the channel's most notable early content, namely how to be emo, how to be gangster, and how to be ninja.
How-to videos? I'm guessing these are like sarcastic, like not really made to actually help you how to be a ninja. I think it's more like like a parody.
With these three videos acting as a foundation for Nigahiga to become YouTube's most subscribed channel for 677 days between August 2009 and June 2008.
That is that is like YouTuber goals right there. Congratulations. I hope that comes through the mic. I'm clapping.
11. Although this would also be the point at which Ryan showed early signs that the channel might not last forever, coming specifically during his celebration of 5 million subscribers. Ryan stated that producing each skit was significantly more difficult than his audience might realize, which was followed by him comedically showing his production company, which featured him as the writer, filmer, magician, and editor, perhaps implying
That is a lot of work. I miss skits. I do miss them. Like, those were the pinnacle of what YouTuber can be, and it's like the starts of a career. Look at Smosh. They made movies, man. I mean, they made, I think, 3 movies. I can only remember 2. Smosh the movie and Ghostmates. I haven't seen Ghostmates. I have seen Smosh the movie because it was on Netflix.
that he was overwhelmed by the workload. To fix this problem, Ryan created the Nigahiga production company, or the RHPC for short, which on top of Sean introduced another 5 people to help out with the channel. However, while this reduced the workload per person, it increased the scale and complexity of the business, which wasn't the
It happened to Smosh too. They had to do that, and I think I hope I don't have to do skits, and I hope that I don't have to do this. Like I I like what I'm doing here. My reactions, playing video games. I like to do that anyway. I do that all the time. It's fucking awesome. And I think a lot of, like, look at Smosh now. It's a shell of what it was back in the day. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. It's it's not Smosh, okay? It's Smoosh. Yeah, it's not the same.
only thing making Ryan's life difficult. At a later date, Ryan explained
I'm not saying that Smush is bad. It's just not the same. So it's like, nah. It's like being homesick. You don't want to be there no more.
that he'd hit a point where he was too famous to live a normal life.
With that amount of people watching, there's always bound to be some sick people. Like once in my home in Hawaii, people came and spray painted tihi on my parents' house while we were in it. That's the scary part. People tried to come up to my other house and they tried to come to my windows and take pictures of us through the windows. Stuff like that, it makes you think a lot. You do have to live with it.
Which will be the first
See, that's why I'm going full faceless. I don't want this. I don't want it. And like mostly in public, I'm always quiet. And yeah, I don't like being chased by paparazzi. I don't want strange people near me. I mean, if you come near my house, I'm shooting you. Okay?
example of many to come, where Ryan would express the downside of being a famous YouTuber. Despite this, he and his team continue to pump out skits for the channel.
The difference being a YouTuber is that you don't gain the same amount of money as celebrities. So it's like you can't hire bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? At least like Taylor Swift, she has bodyguards. She has security at all times. She lives in a neighborhood where people are not allowed to come in unless they're residential. YouTubers, they don't have that. Unless you're like Jake Paul, in which case, yeah. What happened?
Although Ryan made
There
it
we go.
obvious that he already thought his best days were in
Yo, that is so cool. I only made one. I mean, I did made like 3, but it's like hard. It's hard to do that, and it's so easy to do that.
the past. For example, in May 2017, he'd upload a video titled Life of a YouTuber, in which Ryan outlined the different stages that every creator goes through.
Nice animation. I wish I can do animation just like that, man. Like I can, if I put the effort, but I don't want to. But I like to wish it.
With stage 5 implying that he was no longer enjoying making the videos. Ryan would go on to explain that the final stage in a YouTuber's career was to write a book, and the point of the video in the first place was to announce that he'd written a book.
Writing a book is a very important stage in a YouTuber's career. It means that I am in one of the final stages of my YouTube career.
However, while
I mean, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. I think I think once you pass stage 9, like just here, once you write a book, how about doing something else, something different? You know what I'm saying? Like, there are YouTubers' career that are still going on. Look at Game Theory. Look at Asmongold. Look at Internet Historian. They're still on. They're still doing stuff.
These hints seem to imply
And it's because they're not sticking to one thing. They're doing multiple things, but sometimes they go back to those things that made them popular. You know, what Nigahiga should have done. I said it. I said it correctly. Hell yeah. What he should have done, or at least I'm no expert, but my opinion, he would write a book and maybe start playing video games. Oh wait, he probably already plays video games, but like make video games reviews and also make skits. You know, like make things like, for example, Asmongold. He doesn't stream over World of Warcraft all the freaking time. He also watches YouTube videos, and they're not about Warcraft. He spreads like a tree. He picks other things to react. He reacts to drama. He reacts to funny videos. He talks to the chat. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, write a book, the end.
that Ryan was about to retire from YouTube, the uploads didn't slow down and continued full steam ahead for well over a year. That would be until the 2nd of September 2018, when Nigahiga uploaded a video simply titled Goodbye Sean. As suggested by the title, Sean announced that he was leaving RHPC as he landed a job in the engineering sector and was moving to a different state altogether.
I'll be moving to California with my girlfriend, and yeah, this might be it.
And while many of the
I can bet you that when all this was going down and he's leaving YouTube, everyone was talking about it. I didn't heard of it, but like I'm assuming that people heard about this and started spreading like wildfire. Cause it's Nigahiga. Like at least if I know who that person is, they're famous. Okay? If I know who it is and I still watch their videos, then they're famous. Cause I live under a rock, okay? I live under a rock. I don't know these people. Even Nigahiga, like I don't watch his videos, but at least I know who he is. So to me, he's famous. Like Taylor Swift, I don't listen to her music, but I know who she is. I know what she's about. To me, she's famous, and she is famous.
comments implied that this would have a major impact on the channel's future, nobody could have predicted the impact that it would have on Ryan himself. Sean's departure seemed to suggest to Ryan that perhaps it was time to move away from these silly YouTube skits and pursue something a little more age appropriate. His childhood friend, who was a year
It doesn't have to be like all gone. Like I said, you could do other things and go back to the things you were. It's like when you're an adult, you don't have to be like full on adult. You can still play with toys if you want to. Like for example, there are adults that still play video games. The Rock, Henry Calvin, they play video games too. I mean, not saying that video games are for kids, but you know what I'm saying. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. I don't know the point of that.
younger than him was making big life changes, while Ryan was stuck doing the exact same thing that he had been for the last 10 years.
I did the same thing every day for years. If you do it for a while, you kind of get to the same place, I think.
At a minimum, it seemed to suggest to Ryan that there was better opportunities outside of YouTube, because as highlighted by this comment, the channel was never the same since Sean left. Only 6 videos after Sean announced that he was leaving, Ryan would upload a new video titled If I Quit YouTube, in which he began by stating that he was bored of making videos.
Over the past year, I really have been considering quitting YouTube. It's not that I don't want to do YouTube, but I just wasn't having fun making YouTube videos.
I hope you save up a lot of money in order to just quit YouTube just like that. Because a lot of YouTubers, they make a lot of money. Okay? They do. And I'm not saying that they're all rich, but it's like, yeah, they do make the money. They got the bling bling, but they're not going to show it off. Stay humble, friends. Stay humble.
And as a result, he planned on switching up the content.
There's gonna be changes on this channel, and I know that a lot of you praise me and respect me for not changing my content over the years, but this is something I have to do for myself.
Ryan expanded on this in a later live stream, during which he implied that he was no longer challenged by the skits he was making.
There's nothing that I really feel like, oh, this is going to be different if I do it. It would have to be something more challenging.
Before going on to state that he had even grown tired with the sound of his own voice.
Watching yourself over and over and over and listening to yourself, it actually used to make me mad. It's a weird thing to understand until you do it over and over and over. But I would literally be like, in my head, I'd be like, shut up.
I don't watch the videos that I post. I don't, because I don't want to see myself and like notice, oh, I made a mistake here, I made a thing here, I said the wrong thing here. Like, nah, just post a video. Whoever wants to watch it, they can go watch it. And if they see something that I didn't notice, or that, hey, you said the wrong thing, then they can just comment it on the comments, which is fine by me.
Shut up! Because you hear and see the same shit over and over and over. It was like frustrating because I would self-critique too much.
Having lost the love for his original type of content, Ryan
Yeah, it happens when you do something embarrassing 10 years ago back in school, and your brain just go like, hey, remember that time when you just go cringe so hard, and it's like, oh.
Ryan made a quick migration to a podcasting series named
Off the Pill podcast. I never heard of this podcast. ADHD, brand deals, and choosing to be gay. I don't know about that because I don't know about that.
Hill, stating that the series was the only alternative to quitting altogether.
In the podcast, everyone said don't put it on your channel, but I was just like so over it at that point. Make what I want to make, or essentially quit.
In a different video, Ryan promised to continue uploading skits in between each podcast episode, and while he would abide by this promise in the beginning, the podcast eventually became the dominant type of content on the channel, presumably because it was significantly easier to make. In late 2019, Nigahiga uploaded 13 podcasts in a row.
Okay, he's doing something different. But look at the example that PewDiePie made. He's making reaction videos. Wait, is he still on YouTube? Let me check. No, I'm not gonna check. Never mind.
Without any other type of video, prompting an upload titled Why I Haven't Been Posting, in which he'd explained that his original type of content no longer suited the current YouTube meta.
I don't even know when exactly it started to happen, but I was getting a little frustrated with YouTube and getting really just bitter, I guess, with what YouTube had become.
Ryan then added in a live stream that he was almost never happy while making skits.
Can you say you're happy about your life? I can't say that the whole time during my YouTube career I was, even in its peak, and that's probably when people thought I was the happiest.
Adding in an Anthony Padilla interview that he was always burnt out.
How have you prevented yourself from feeling YouTube burnout?
I didn't.
Talk about Smosh. There he is. Where is he?
He was always burnt out.
How have you prevented your
Look at him. There he is. Back in his finest. Long hair. Oh my god.
yourself from feeling YouTube burnout?
I didn't.
For a guy that leaves something that was like, becoming this empire, like leaving Smosh and then making his own channel and doing this like interview stuff, he really turned things around. Like, I remember he was posting videos about him like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I think it was a mistake leaving Smosh, and like look at him now. He's collabing with other YouTubers. He's making videos about interviews. He turned things around. I wish I can do interviews, but I'm faceless. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to.
I'll admit that I was burnt out for like years.
Before implying on more than one occasion that becoming
Look at that handsome man. Look at that handsome man. Look at those eyebrows. Hey, focus.
successful did almost nothing for his own personal fulfillment.
Finding fame and money doesn't bring happiness at all. But you don't really know until you really
go through it.
Ryan then made it obvious that, as someone who made everybody laugh at the expense of his own mental health, he related to the life of Robin Williams.
The Robin Williams incident, where like you can be the funniest, most respected, famous, loved, and no one knows what you're going through. So how is his life better than the guy who's working a 9 to 5 right now and is still has a family? That's a better life.
Before adding that becoming
Don't make me cry. I heard the news about Robin Williams, and I remember when it was announced, I legit cry. I legit cry because Robin Williams was like, if I see a movie and Robin Williams is there, it's like, we're taking this home, mom. I don't care. Here it is. Pay for it, mom. I'll get slapped, but like, worth it. He made me fall in love with Jumanji. He made me play Monopoly. That's the freaking word. He has a spike in the background. Look at that. And light. Oh, it's a lamp. I should get one of those. That's so cool. But that's probably like expensive. Almost like probably 150.
Being so successful in his 20s might have been a negative, as he didn't know what else to look forward to.
Damn, if this is my goal and I reach this goal and I'm still unhappy, then what am I doing? Like, what else is there?
It was obvious that Ryan was feeling a little lost, which began to reflect in the madness of his video upload.
Frozen 2 Burnt. Official fake trailer. That's cool.
As his channel became a mix of skits, podcasts,
I watched Frozen and I thought that Elsa was gonna be like this ice queen and her sister is gonna be the fire queen. I don't know why. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
and advertisements for his new energy drink.
Guys, I released my own energy drink. Isn't this crazy?
This persisted until the 41st episode of Off the Pill, at which
I have never tried a drink from YouTubers. Not even Jet Fuel. I haven't. Jet Fuel? Gen Fuel? Jet Fuel? I don't know. But it's sponsoring a lot of people. I haven't tasted any of them because it's like visiting a farmer's market and everyone's just making handmade stuff and they give it and they like, okay, you pay for it. And it's like, oh, it sometimes it's cheap and sometimes it's not cheap. So it's like, I don't want to play the 50-50 game, especially when it comes to Reddit. Hell no.
Ryan disappeared altogether before returning 3 months later by uploading a video titled My Midlife Crisis.
So this is definitely the longest break I've ever taken from not posting videos on this channel in my entire YouTube career.
Ryan began the video by explaining that he was going through a breakup.
I don't usually talk about relationship stuff here on YouTube. I am no longer dating anyone. I'm not dating Mrs. Che anymore.
Before
You can hear the fangirls running with high heels towards this guy. Come on. One had to show up in front of his door. Okay? He's a handsome man. It will happen. It would have happened.
stating that he wanted to step back and figure out exactly what to do with his life.
The real reason why I had to take this break was because I needed to reflect on my own life. I'm freaking old, man.
You're not old, okay? You age like a fine wine. Alright?
Just realized that I'm going to be 30.
Instead, Ryan
Okay. 30? I mean, that's not bad. I mean, those are the ages when people start getting married. So, yeah. Maybe you're in a bit of a pickle.
uploaded one final video on the 25th of April 2000.
What the hell? What the hell? What in the hell is this? Beating up Asians does not prevent the virus? Oh my god. Wait a minute. What? Okay. That's clever. That's very clever. That's very clever.
2020 before going silent. Over on Twitch, Ryan explained that the pandemic made it almost impossible
Yo, you go to a blind date wearing that and the glasses, you're basically Clark Kent. And then you take off the glasses and it's like, I'm Superman. Hell yeah, man. Go for it, man. Like, okay, you're 30. You can find a 30-year-old or a 29-year-old. It ain't that hard. Especially with your handsome mug. Wink, wink.
to film anything for YouTube.
I can't film with the team. I was already burnt out of YouTube. We didn't know how long it was gonna last, the freaking lockdowns and stuff.
And as a result, he'd become a full-time streamer, which he enjoyed significantly more.
But by that time, I already started liking streaming. I haven't felt that from anything YouTube related.
In this angle, he looks like a CEO. Yeah.
In a long time, years.
Ryan went on to explain that this was the ideal scenario, as it meant he got to choose when the channel came to an end.
The only time it really did end is when I chose to stop posting during COVID. We could have kept going, I didn't want to. And I think to me, that was the best way to go out, on my own terms, versus like, oh, I can't do it, no one's watching.
And given his average viewership on Twitch of well over 1,000 people, his migration to the live streaming service might have been a good decision. Plus, this isn't to say that he isn't coming back.
Does that mean you're done with YouTube? Not necessarily. I mean, I still, like I said, there's been some days where I came really close to just like starting to film again.
When asked, will you go back to YouTube, Ryan simply stated,
I don't know. I have had like more interest in doing creative stuff again.
Yet he
At least he didn't confirm like, yeah, I'm not going back to YouTube. It's good to have the doors open. I say for this guy, he should have taken a break, maybe. I don't know if he hasn't taken a break, but I think if you're with a team of people, you can't take a break. You're the face of the channel. You need to be in the video, and other people need to make money. So it's like having people helping you, and then you go in to take a break. Like, they will have to take a break, and if they need money, they will have to find another job. I don't know. That's just my way of thinking it. Yeah, because when COVID hit, and I was working, everything was closed. People that was working with me, that were working there for like years since the company opened the restaurant, they left because hey, they needed a job and they saw people hiring. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go do that. So I think for him, he couldn't just take a break.
he'd need to take a significant break from Twitch in order to do so.
I would have to take a Twitch break for sure. There's no way I could be doing this, keeping up the schedule.
Ryan then stated that in order to return, he'd need to find an idea that he felt
Exactly.
extremely passionate about.
But it has to be something I really care about.
What from iCarly performing comedy like Bo? What's the chat? Are the chat spots? That's what are they talking? It's like the chat isn't even noticing his existence there. There's nothing saying anything about him leaving YouTube.
I would have to enjoy doing everything by myself. You'd have to enjoy doing every process, and I don't enjoy doing all of it. I don't want to go and pull footage. I've been through all that already.
And even then, he expressed concern about how any new video might perform given the channel's inactivity.
It would be lower because I've been so inactive. So based on the algorithm, the first video I upload would get more views. The second one would probably get less.
Although just a few days ago, Sean Fujiyoshi uploaded an image to his Twitter showing that the entire RHPC gang were having a reunion, so there could be some new content just around the corner. Nigahiga.
Oh, that's good to know. Like, there's a possibility that he will come back, and I'm glad that he will come back, because I think if you get to that sort of point where you're just famous, really famous, like dropping everything and saying goodbye, it's not ceremony way of doing that. Honestly, that was a good video. Thank you, Sunny version 2. Subscribe and a like. And I suggest you all do the same as well. Go like and subscribe. This video was killer, was lit. I don't know. I've been living on the rock. I don't know crap. Okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe, but especially to SunnyV2, because he does need the subscribers. Look at that, 3.41 million. Okay, that's so small. Okay, that is so small. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Uh, check out my reaction to Abba and Preach reacting to Fresh and Fit. It's a very interesting video. I'm sorry for the censor, but it's Fresh and Fit. I didn't want to risk it. Also, leave a comment if you have any thoughts about this, and if you think that Nigahiga will ever come back to YouTube, or what your prediction on what year it will be. His last video was I don't know. That's a different video. Never mind. Thank you.